Hello everybody, I thought we'd take a break today from the ZVP long series between Larva and Rich and do a little TVZ. A great series came up, actually quite a long series as well. I'm probably gonna have to break this into possibly 2 parts, we'll see. But we got BarrackS over here in the top right hand corner and True, aka BTS, down here in the bottom right. So we're going to be watching one of the greats of Starcraft 2 going up against this excellent up-and-coming Terran player. Really, both these guys are super hot right now, super exciting to see them having a big series on ladder. So we're just going to jump right into it and enjoy. You can see it diving into the main base here. He's managed to decipher the build of BarrackS. It's going to be some sort of one base style, and I honestly think that one base on this map for Terran is insanely good. From what we've seen, it can be horrendously overpowered, so I'm excited to see what he's going to bring out here. The reason being, there is a second gas geyser here in the main base, and that second gas, it just allows one base Terran to really pop off. You can make a lot more tech units in the early game, and you can really threaten with the marine play. We can already see factory getting started here. Very curious how BarrackS will follow this up. He's getting into the main now, sees the mining starting on this gas. We'll see the timing on the layer here for BTS, but I'm also curious how he's going to respond to this one base style, because there's not a lot that you can do to really switch things up. I mean, you could go into a Hydralisk play and really try to throw off the Terran. Where is he? Is he going to build this layer? Oh, a Hydroden there at the natural. Okay, so Hydroden is going to be the plan here. He throws it down at the front. Kind of an interesting spot for that Hydroden. And BTS going to spot that as well. This could be a very interesting first game, guys. Litmus, I tell you what, Litmus, it doesn't seem that crazy. It's a conglomeration of different maps that we've had from the past. But it really does create some interesting scenarios. It's almost like screaming sea level of madness. And I'm very excited for it. We're gonna have 3 Hydras pop out. That should be enough to block the first Vulture. He's just gonna prepare for that accordingly. Add on here, and no starport, so no 1-1-1. What are we gonna see out of BarrackS to follow this up? He's got the CC on the low ground. I think it's just gonna be straight up mech play from him here. Hydra at the front. Is he going to try and turn, run past here? No, just going to pull back. Doesn't want to risk it for the biscuit. Pulling back with this Vulture. Getting a tank on the way here. Bunker at the front as well. So if he was to double down on Hydralisk production. Uh-oh. Actually, Vulture going to slide by here. Can he go up this ramp? Or at least get a kill on one of these drones? Fire on that drone. It just pulls back in the nick of time. Hydras will come through with the assist, and all the drones manage to survive, albeit barely. Nice hold there from BTS. Getting a little bit of luck with that drone pulling away from the mineral patch at the precise correct moment. A lot of lings being made. Just coming across the map. That tank is going to be very important here. Also, a big SCV pull will be necessary. Marine not heading down here to join inside the bunker might be a problem. As long as you surround the bunker here with SCVs, you should be okay. Diving past with lings. He's going to go for the run by. Oh, amazing block there on those lings. Only 3 managed to live inside the main here, and they're going to be cleaned up quickly by the tank. Very good unit for clearing this up. Even though it's slow, it's got some great range, and it does a lot of damage. So about 3 hits to kill a SCV. Vulture is much better. Actually, send that Vulture back there. Clear that up. And he should be 100% fine here. Very difficult position now for our Zerg. BTS in a bit of trouble. Gonna make a creep colony here at the front, but there's no doubt going to be a big tank push coming soon. Even adding on a starport now as well. So eventually he will have the potential for drops. Try to get into that main base. Spire is done. So Hydralis into Spire now. Of course, it's going to be pretty late. The Mutalisk transition, but if he doesn't have an eBay done, eBay is only halfway complete. This is going to be close here. Whether those... run by. Can he block it here? Oh my gosh, BTS not reacting in time, but he's got the mutas now. Can go ahead and get rid of that. Not going to lose any drones to that run by, and the eBay's not done. Oh boy, I think we might just be dead here. BarrackS. Pull those tanks back from the edge, my friend. Definitely going to end up losing those if he doesn't pull them back right away. The Marines coming back into the main. Trying to repair the SCV here. Turret's just about complete. The armory is about to finish as well, so he can start to make Precious Valkyrie here. He does kill one muta. That's very important. Only 5 mutas left. Means he cannot one-shot SCVs. In fact, he couldn't one-shot SCVs earlier as well, but now he's even further away from that number. Another SCV goes down. Some very good damage here for BTS. But he's still a long way behind in terms of that overall worker count. Really hurting here. Oh, didn't pull back that tank. He had such a good amount of time to do so, but just never pulled it back until just now. And so he's going to lose that tank for free. And he's starting to lose control here in this game as well. Running back with the Valkyrie. Can he get the sliding shot? First sliding shot is successful. Pulling over here. Almost manages to get that kill on the Valkyrie. Quick repair. Going down right now, but Scourge are in place. They may be able to pick off this next Valkyrie as it pops out, or perhaps the Valkyrie here on this side. Yeah, if he does the slide micro, no doubt he is going to be able to... Oh, he gets it right as it pops out. And he might even get the second Valkyrie as well. There it is. The second Valkyrie goes down. And now can just go to work on the starport here. More Mutalisks arriving. And Terran just having a heck of a time stabilizing here. Trying to crawl turrets out towards this all-important building. Trying to keep the starport alive. Can he actually keep it alive here? It does go down. And so no more Valkyries are going to be able to pop out. More turrets finishing up here. But this is so much damage now. Down to just 30 SCVs. Still only 14 for BTS. And a run by here into the natural, actually getting quite a few kills. Dropping him down by a lot. 4 total kills there. There were 18 drones earlier. And so he's managed to kill off quite a bit, but he's still having a hard time getting set up here in the main base. And this is just going to continue on for the time being. I'm surprised he's not making Goliaths or something to try and help push this back. Turrets are going to be dived on in the natural as well. And no repair here on the turrets. He's trying desperately to get on top of that, but he loses the tank at the natural. It's almost broken here. There's the natural. The last turret goes down. He's going to be able to go to work on these SCVs, picking off so many of them. And it looks like BTS may be about to win this game, and it's not over yet. Still only 19 workers. And eventually he can remake this starport. It's just such a difficult task now to come back from this situation. There's no Queen's Nest, no Hive. If he just sits back on one base, builds a science facility, maybe he can land some barracks and try to remake Marines here. Still running around and trying to harass with vultures, setting up mines in front of the base to make sure that the follow-up attack can't happen. No Hydra follow-up here to just break the natural. Trying to defend my voice here a little bit. Valkyrie pops out, or Valkyrie on the way, excuse me, is going to pop out here soon. The gas is being harassed, and now down to 19 SCVs. All right, it's basically unrecoverable at this point. I think that BTS has just done too good of a job with his Mutalisk, pulling apart this Terran player. The catch on the Valkyrie as it popped out there was a little bit too strong. Here comes the kill on the Armory as well. And even start a second Valkyrie before that dies? No, he wasn't able to start another Valkyrie, so he's in a lot of trouble. And look at the SCVs are popping out in between the turrets here. That's so painful. More and more SCVs going down. Just 12 remaining, and 2 of them are stuck. 2 of them are stuck in between these turrets. Not going to be able to mine with those until he kills that turret. Probably going to have to kill it with a couple of SCVs, I think. Going to work here in the natural as well. BarrackS has to tap out. There's really no hope for him left in this game. More drones are being added, up to 35 drones on 2 bases, but it's fine. You can add this extra gas and make use of that. GG is called. The Hive was on the way, and BarrackS is just out of this game. Kind of a crazy one, kind of a wild game there, but very strong timing from BTS to go for a little Hydra Bust, a little fake Hydra Bust, not really full commit, and then switch directly into Mutas and overwhelm. BarrackS just was not ready for that tech switch, and he pays the price. Let's jump into game number 2. All right, pretty strong showing from BTS game number 1. Managing to break open BarrackS despite the pressure with early Vulture. Not getting into those turrets in time really cost him there. You have to give it up to BTS for pulling off a move like that. Keeping the pressure on BarrackS and not giving him time to think. With just one attack after another. The Hydra Ling right into Mutalisk play is pretty scary. And so here we are in game number 2 with BarrackS in the deficit. 1 game down now on Radeon. Likely he's going to play a lot more standard. That last map is just nuts in that matchup. ZVT, whenever you add an extra gas to the mix, I think it usually favors the Zerg player, but having the extra gas in your main base and also having it be only 3,000, I think actually favors Terran a little bit more. It gives them more options for that 1 base play. Gonna try to get a moving shot going here. Pretty good moves from BarrackS to break that trailing drone. He breaks the ankles, and he will just be able to get the full scout into this main base now. Marine moving out, but not going too far. Just pretending that he's going to try to come across this map and put on some pressure. Wants to force at least a set of Lings, but not going to flinch here. BTS makes no Lings up until now. 1 set of Lings here is on the way. That's not quite enough to deal with the 2 Marines if they're split properly. He is going to go ahead and make that second set. 4 Lings is very good. Kind of allows you to buffer against these Marines. I actually prefer to make 6. Just to make sure that you're not going to take any damage in the early game. I know one drone can make quite a bit of difference, but personally, I've died way too many times to just 4 or 5 Marines walking across the map. It's crazy how much damage that can do if you're not fully prepared for it. Just having the extra set of Lings certainly makes things more tolerable, makes things more handleable. It's like having an extra Dragoon in PVT, or in PVT, just having that extra Dragoon to just make sure that you're safe rather than take the risk of letting the vultures in. if you know what I mean. Another factory here. Is this another 1-1-1? Interesting. So a bit of a different pathway to this 1-1-1. Going for a 1-Rax fast expand into 1-1-1. This should be quite a powerful build here. We'll see if he wants to go. Yeah, he is going to go into Valkyrie. So Valkyrie follow-up. Starting the Academy and the Armory around the same time. Not really going to make Vultures here and try to go out there to get damage. He just wants to counter the Mutalisk play. And then go into a strong Marine follow-up with Vulture or with Valkyries in the air. This would have been severely countered had BTS gone into a Lurker play. And I think this is why Lurker play is going to start to make a comeback. Because Terran players are doing things like this. They're just completely assuming, just fully assuming that this is going to be, or that the Zerg player is going to open with Mutas. No doubt in BarrackS' mind, this is going to be a full Mutalisk play. So he's getting ready to counter it. However, if there were Lurkers coming up to the front, he would be in a lot of trouble. Of course, he could throw down a add-on, make a tank, get a science facility. But it takes time, and it would buy a lot of time for the Zerg. Especially, like, he would be able to probably just kill the wall as well. Oh, Medic here could take a lot of damage. Medic actually blocking out a lot of these, oh gosh. Not quite getting the kills there. He actually lost 2 Mutas, I think, to the Marines. Not the greatest trade. I would have loved to see him target down the Medic there. Just surround it with the Lings and kill it off with the Mutas. And that way he would have been able to break through this wall a little bit better, it seems. Being very aggressive with this Mutalisk group and just diving right in. Despite there being a Valkyrie here, he's killed all the Marines, and now the Lings are doing a great job. Well, these 2 Lings are not doing a great job. They need to get over here and kill this Marine. We'll do so. SCV's still here in the wall, but a lot of them have been pulled off. Pulled off the line, losing a lot of mining time as he sits here trying to hold, and he's still not sent them back yet. 2 Valkyries now makes this a lot harder, but no Scourge just yet. Here comes the Scourge. He's going to prepare for a dive. See if he can get one of these Valkyries. However, in just a few seconds, there's going to be a 3rd Valkyrie. That's when things start to get really scary. 3rd Valkyrie, it's very hard to take a decent trade with Mutas, even if you're able to snipe one with the Scourge. Here comes a Valkyrie. It pops out just at the perfect time here. He's able to pull back. Will be able to target down one of those Valkyries. Really nice move there. Sending in the Scourge to get those hits, but big damage on a lot of these Mutas. Another dive in right now. Can he get another one of these Valkyries? He gets both? Oh my god, he got both Valkyries. How did that happen? I guess it was 2 pairs of Scourge underneath. Well, that is just crazy. Really good control here from BTS. I am very surprised that he was able to pull that off, especially against BarrackS, who's just so powerful in this matchup. But he's having a really hard time standing toe-to-toe against BTS, at least with the Valkyrie play. It seems like BTS has his number. True is just putting these games together and these snipes together with no problem at all. Another Valkyrie is about to pop here, but Lurker aspect is just about done. And the Marine count is just not that high. He's relying on these Valkyries to do the damage, and they're just not getting it done. Oh, he gets another Valkyrie. Oh my goodness. Another Valkyrie goes down. Despite BTS trying so hard to try and keep that alive. Oh, is he gonna get another one? Yes, he will get another Valkyrie. And he's completely shut this down. Really good play, really solid play from BTS to shut this out. And he is absolutely shutting BarrackS down, guys. This is some next level Mutalisk control. This is like Soma level Mutalisk control with just maximum aggression diving directly, and he gets another Valkyrie. What is that, like 6 Valkyries that have been killed at this point? That's so many kills. So many Valkyrie kills, and despite building that many Valkyries, he's still losing all of his SCVs to these Mutalisks over and over again. 7 Mutas still remain. Perfect number to keep one-shotting these. And he's just done immense damage to BTS economy. Lurkers are being made at the front, and he has a hive on the way. You can see some scans going down. He's seen the hive is almost complete. Evolution chamber here. Lurkers can come up and just camp right in front, start to kill this wall, and I think we're going to see a BarrackS tap out. Absolutely dunked on in this game by the plays from True. More Lurkers have just morphed over here, and these ones are going to start to set up right in the front. He realizes that he's going to end up getting surrounded, so he pulls back, but he's got enough lings to dive forward. Gonna take this fight now, and even gonna kill another Valkyrie. Just to get one more volley, but more Lurkers are coming up to the front. Only one was killed in that last engagement. Lings and Lurkers running up here. Gonna burrow. Okay, there we go. Burrow goes down. And there it is. GG is called. BarrackS taps out once again. Oh my goodness. BTS really showing his caliber in this series. Wow, I am really impressed with BTS in that last game. Really in both these last 2 games. His Valkyrie sniping is just so impressive. The timing for him getting on top of the starports has been on point, and the control, pulling out the Scourge and just getting those hits on, it's been really impressive. Oh my goodness. And an 8 racks comes down for BarrackS. Oh man. Pool first here. 9 pool out of BTS. Oh, dude, this is gonna suck. I mean, we saw on this map in particular a game in the ASL where we had BarrackS 8 racks versus pool first, and the Zerg actually lost. But that's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to be able to win this game as True here. Like this is a very bad situation as it stands for BTS. He's gonna start his gas. He wants to follow up the early pressure with a factory, but he is gonna be pretty sad to see 6 lings suddenly coming out and putting the pressure back onto him. We'll see what he does with these 6 lings. If he's just gonna go straight across the map or go to the BarrackS. But yeah, BarrackS sees the bad news. He just saw the natural. He sees the lings now. Oh, this is awful. This is about as bad as it gets. He's just going to go straight across the map. Yeah, the Marines can go around. Maybe he can even make a bunker here and try to hold with Marines, but this is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Gonna come forward here. Can he keep one of the Marines alive? No control there from BarrackS to try and keep that alive. He actually killed the drone, which is something, but his SCVs are going to start to go down over at the main. Lings are being kited around, and the Marines are putting on some pressure. Factory being built out on the map. I mean, he's going to try and fight with SCVs. I guess maybe lift off. Can't even afford. He can't afford to make a vulture. So I don't see how he's gonna win this game. It doesn't really make sense. But yeah, it looks like the supply depot is gonna go down, and that even prohibits him from making a vulture as well. Looks like he will get enough money to make that, but he won't be able to because he's only got 10 open supply, and there's 13 units right now. Well, he's gonna lose everything. And so he will have open supply, but he GG's out regardless. BTS with another quick win. My goodness. All right, boys and girls. we're continuing on with this series. We got BarrackS up here in the top right. Here he is, BTS in the bottom right. I'm sure BarrackS is starting to get a little pissed off at this point. Been getting pretty outplayed by True. Just kind of smashing face so far. And yeah, he's sending out another 8-racks, it looks like. 8-racks in the middle of the map here on Radeon. This is the reason why on ladder I trick out a 9th drone, or a 10th drone, excuse me, pretty much every game to just scout the middle. It's just so common for Terran players to go 8-racks, though. Trick out that 10th drone, go check the middle. If there's an SCV there, or if there's a BarrackS being built there, you just get a free win, basically. But the mixing in the early pool every now and then is good, too. Like what we saw from BTS that last game. It is going to be going for an 11 hatch here. So it's slight... Oh, but he built a drone. So kind of like a 12 hatch. If you build 11 hatch and then you build the spawning pool right after, you're going to have lings a bit earlier. And it's a bit easier to hold on against something like an 8-racks. But unfortunately for him, he's waited and thrown down the spawning pool extractor a little bit after, which means he could take a lot of damage here. Could for sure end up taking quite a bit of damage. He's sending the drone out now, and he's seen the SCV. Oh, it would be really nice if he chased that. That's unfortunate that he didn't go for the chase micro on it. Just put as much damage as possible onto this, and that might have given him an opportunity to see this these Marines coming in. Now he's in a slight bit of trouble. He's actually saving larva, which is kind of big, and he's seen the Marines now, so he's gonna pull almost every drone. This is a pretty big response from BTS. Let's see if we can get damage. Can you get this around here? Fighting against 3 Marines is pretty rough. 3 drones have gone down so far. 4 now. He's going to get on top of this, and he has managed to surround it, but 5 drones end up falling here. I believe, if my count was right, about 5 drones go down. He's down to 7 total workers, which is putting him in a very bad spot. Factory is on the way here, and so he will have to build a sunken as well, which really slows everything down. And the vulture's going to pop out in time to help out with these lings that are coming across the map. Everything kind of sucks right now for BTS, but it is what it is. He did the best that he could with the situation. Just, you know, not scouting the middle, not checking for that 8-racks, and then, you know, not keeping the drone in the natural when the SCV was coming in. Could have put some more damage on that SCV. Delayed the bunker a bit. Maybe bought enough time for lings to pop out, but in this case, he's not going to be able to do that. He's going to add a Hydra Den. And we'll see what he can do from here. Maybe he can bring this one back. It's going to be a hard road, but there is still a possibility for him. Overlord going all the way in. Were there any Marines left? Oh, he killed the last Marine. Well, that's awesome. Killed the last Marine, which means that he could just kind of float through and get a good look at everything. And he is going to find this starport, albeit as the Wraith is popping out. So he's definitely going to lose the Overlord 100%. Hydra's being made. Maybe he goes for a Hydra all in. He's actually making muscular augments. So maybe there's a chance. Just go all in with Hydras. There are going to be spider mines here in a moment. When the spider mines pop out, that really hurts your ability to move out with these Hydras. That is going to mess up True by quite a bit. He's managed to even out the worker totals, though. And, you know, despite losing those 5 drones, He has some defenses ready to block this incoming Wraith, and he's able to slip out a third hatchery as well. It'll be hard to figure out what the follow-up is going to be. I mean, he's probably going to assume that there will be a mech play coming about after this, and an engineering bay on the way, dropship as well. Interesting decision to go for the dropship now. Mine's out here everywhere, so even if he decides to move out, it's not going to work out too well for BTS. Can he get the mine connection? Man, if that mine connected, it would have been sick. He does manage to flick shot that and kill off the Lings there in time. Drop coming forward. I just have their speed, but they don't have range. Layers on the way. Evolution chamber finishing up here. What are there? 3 Hydras and a few Lings. I don't think he has Ling speed, actually. 4 Vultures going into the main now, and he's not going to see it as they're popping out, it looks like. Oh, maybe he can? No, he can't see it. Oh, man, it's just barely out of vision. Hydras are going to try to fight this, but he can actually target, or he can actually flick shot and kill the Hydras. So this is not a great situation here. Gonna kill off one of those Vultures. How many drones can go down here? 2? No, only 1 so far. 1 drone so far is pretty good defense. Can go behind the mineral line here. These Vultures are so fast. Gets another one. There we go. He gets the other Vulture. Oh, 2 drones. 2 drones only is not bad at all. Really good defense here for BTS. Follow-up is going to be a bunch of Marines, it looks like. Marines and Vessels. So he's going to switch back into a more normal play after the fact. I believe he saw... No, he didn't see the Spire. The Spire's over here in the natural. So this could be a really interesting moment here. As the Spire finishes, he's going to be able to make 6 Mutas. Or 5 Mutas and a pair of Scourge. More likely. Just go straight across the map and maybe snipe the Vessel as it pops out. That could be a massive swing in BTS's favor. Right now, he's in a bit of a hard spot. He does not have a third base. And so he's really struggling to move anywhere and really get some momentum in this game. But if he starts to kill a bunch of workers... Yeah, 2 pairs of Scourge and a Queen's Nest. Interesting. Another drop here. Oh, he's just barely missed it. Oh, he's just barely missed it. And it's going to get back in. 2 drones so far. 3? Yeah, 3 total. 3 total drone kills. Pretty annoying. That is crazy. The Hydras were right there and the drop still got in. Could have killed the dropship there. Wasn't able to. Drone heading over towards the 6 o'clock. Looks like he'll just clear that with the drone. Clear that mine with the drone. Diving in right now. Can he get a kill on a Vessel? Not going to go for it. He's got the double pairs of Scourge, so he could absolutely go for it and try to get both kills. But it seems like he's going to be a little bit timid for the time being. He's going to work on some SCVs at the edge of the base. Kill off a Marine or 2 here and there. Hive's on the way. 2 base Hive right now. 3rd base is coming up. I think he's very smartly realized that the plan here from BarrackS is... Oh, he goes ahead and kills that. Kills that immediately. Oh, it was a Scourge that ends up getting irradiated there. And so the Mutas get away without eating an irradiate at all. This drop is funny. It's just sitting over here on the right-hand side. Doing a great job of slowly moving forward and clearing out these mines as well. 1 by 1, Hydra's clearing all of that. The dropship's going to escape. That is pretty silly. Big transfer of drones here. 40 workers on the map right now for BTS. He unfortunately transferred these a little bit too early. And so they're going to have to do one cycle of long-distance mining, it seems. Yeah, that's a lot of drones at this point. Adding on 2 macro hatches in the main before adding the third is wild. But this is a weird game. A very weird game. Ultra's Cavern on the way. He's just going to go pure Ultra from here. Very interesting decision from BTS. Can he dive on top of this? Oh, not reacting quickly enough to dive that vessel. Only two Mutalisks remain in this stack. And the vessel count is getting pretty high. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Plus, he still has the dropship to try and get in on some of these bases. Adding on some sunken colonies right now. He is going for a crazy Zerg rush. No lurkers in this game. And so he will need a lot of sunken colonies to hang on. Probably 4 on the side ground. Or 4 here and 3 there initially. But tank push. I thought that we were going to see BTS with that hive on 2 bases go into Lurker and Defiler. That's why I said he's smartly going into this early hive, realizing what's going to be coming here, because the tank push has started. Tank push is on the way in. BarrackS might just crack right through. Yeah, there's only 2 sunken colonies here. That's not going to buy enough time. Definitely not. 2 ultras on the way. 2 ultras just not going to cut it. How is he doing on +1? He's got +1. +1 armor should be done. Yeah, +1 armor is done. Ultra starting to pop out. He's probably going to hit this from behind. Or is he going to counter? Counterattack's kind of crazy right now. I mean, I think he needs to just engage with the ultras. Ultras going to come in from the... Oh, he kills 2 vessels. Ultras coming down from the high ground there. Oh, the ultras die so quickly. Yeah, these tanks are too strong. And the D matrix as well is impeccable. Unfortunate their BTS goes down, but lucky for BarrackS, he manages to take a win. After all those games just kind of getting dominated here by True, BarrackS manages to get a victory. Still, I mean, there's a really good chance that BTS could have won this had he just gone Lurker and Defiler. Get the Lurker Defiler out here. Get the Dark Swarms down. Just kind of hang in there, go into Hydra Lurker Defiler and take this fight long term. I think he could have played this out very well. He had a decent spot. But it's funny seeing this kind of crazy style from BarrackS lately. This series kind of showing that he's been practicing some different game plans and trying to make Valkyrie work. And a lot of these 1-1-1 plays work. I kind of think of him as just like a pure Marine medic type of player with a lot of dropships and just very solid macro, but he's showing that he has a bigger range, even if it's not working that well just yet. Maybe he'll be able to pull out some 1-1-1 style in the ASL, and that's what I'm excited for. Seeing more from BarrackS and BTS in this upcoming ASL, guys. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this upcoming week. We're going to be casting that live over on Soup Live, so go ahead and check out the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We'll continue this series tomorrow. Or maybe a different series. I'm not really sure. See you there.